on this tiny little Greek island. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So I have a question from a new subscriber named Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. First of all, thank you for your question. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I hope I can be of service to you in helping you on your artistic, creative discovery of your own tiny little studio, which I first understand as being in here. And secondly, I would like to answer your question. And it's a really good question about Notant, and I'm just getting started. And what do you do when you're just getting started painting and creating and reconnecting to that child, which is still within us all, no matter how old we are. Yeah, no matter how old we are, we're still connected to that child within. And how do you get reconnected to that? Kathleen, you sound a lot like me when I go on a new journey. My first instinct is to read up on it, study it, get an idea of what the heck is going on here. And I'm sorry about the noise, you guys. I hope it's not bothering you. So my first thought is to not study it too much. Like, just kind of let it go. Just let it go. When you are in the absolute very beginning stages and you want to just figure out if you even like this painting thing, my first the first thing I tell beginners is just paint. Get yourself a limited palette, a red, a yellow, and a blue, and a white. Go with titanium white. It's easy, it's inexpensive, and just use it. It's a great place to start. And start painting. Don't worry about notans. Don't worry about color theory. Don't worry about warm and cool blues. From my previous week, right? Talking about warm and cool colors. You don't need to know any of that yet. You're in this situation where you are, I'm going to go back to my little toddler learning how to walk phase. You're in this place of seeing what's going on, liking the idea of, ooh, can I get up and walk too? Can I do that? Wow, that person was twirling. Can I do that as well? You're just in that phase, but you haven't quite stood up yet and started taking your first steps. So before you can do any of that, you got to get on your feet. And the way to get on your feet through painting is to paint. So this is what I personally suggest. Let's go to the differences between, I had this example written down this morning, right? The difference between being an artist and painting something, right? And Kathleen, you're in the place of just figuring out how to paint something, just to make it look like, if you're going to paint a lemon, you want to make it look like a lemon. That's pretty much what your focus is now. As we'll go back to the toddler. The toddler is really, oh gosh, I hope this isn't too loud for you. There's so much noise. I wonder if I close the door. But anyways, the toddler is just learning how to walk. All they really want to do is get up and take steps and say, ah, I did that. I did that. And when they get comfortable putting one foot in front of the other, then they can start walking backwards and see what that's like. And they can start turning around and seeing what that's like and maybe kind of dancing a little bit. So that's kind of where you are. Take your primary colors. Take your primary colors. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yay. Thank you, Corby. Thank you. She can hardly hear the drilling, so I'm assuming anybody else watching this will hardly hear the drilling as well. That's good news. Okay, so coming together with that, you get a yellow, a red, and a blue. Don't worry about it. Just get your basic primary colors plus white and begin mixing your colors. Get a lemon. You know, as I tell my beginners, you're going to be painting lemons anyways, right? For those of you who get the English kind of meaning of that, you're going to be painting lemons anyways, so you might as well paint a lemon. And just know that you're not going to be painting masterpieces. You're not going to be painting anything specific. But what you are doing is putting one foot in front of the other. So stay away from the no-tan. Don't bother with it yet. Please let it go. Don't get wrapped up in the books and what people are telling you to do. Please take your own steps and discover what you love to do, what it feels like for you. Creativity, opening up to greater creativity, is such a beautiful journey. Nobody else can tell you what it will do for you, how it will help you, the things that you will discover about yourself and your life, your past, your present, your future, if it's not you. So let go of what everybody's telling you to do, including me, and just focus on painting. So if you can manage to just kind of paint the shape of a lemon, put in a shadow, kind of figure that thing out, great. Go with that. Just play around. Start mixing colors. That's a really, really, really big step. That's kind of like putting one foot in front of the other. Learning how to mix colors. I've got some videos on my channel about using a primary limited palette, a yellow, red, and blue, plus white, and mixing all the colors that you could possibly need, because you really don't need anything else than those three colors to use for your painting. So get a handle on mixing colors, and then move into some of the more subtle areas, such as the no-tan. Please don't worry about the no-tan yet. It's too early. First, you need to get a handle on your materials. You need to be able to mix your colors, and then you can start worrying about composition, design, no-tans, Fibonacci. Oh my goodness, should I even bother, right? And what the heck is it? Finding that Fibonacci spot. If you are comfortable using a little bit of the composition, divide your drawing or your canvas space up in a tic-tac-toe board and focus on putting the highlight of your lemon, wherever that's going to be, on one of those crosshairs. But you know what? I wouldn't even bother with that if you are, in fact, an absolute beginner. If you have some background in it, then we can talk about other things. So So here's the difference, right? Right now, if you're an absolute beginner, you are just discovering painting, what it means, how to do it, the materials that are, in your arsenal. And as you develop, you begin to open and expand and understand and develop in different ways that just grow. It's the toddler learning how to walk and then learning how to dance and learning how to do all sorts of things until one day that toddler becomes, a ballet dancer or, hip hop or whatever it is that they love to do, when in whatever way they love to express themselves. And, they don't have to think about walking anymore. It just happens. And in the same way, becoming an artist it has the same process. So let's say, an artist, somebody who has gone beyond that stage of just doing the very basics, will be open to, because you learn to be connected to those areas in your life. So they will be open to things that most people don't see, and finding a fabulous painting in it. For example, let's say we're going down to the village, and I'll speak from the perspective of an artist, somebody who has reached a certain level and knows certain things and understands how their creativity is expressing itself through you and into your artwork. So artistry is somebody who is, let's say, at the level of being a composer, where you can take all the different parts and put it together to create beautiful music. It's the same kind of thing. So you're walking down in our little Greek village here, and you walk past the supermarket, right? And you look at it, and it's just a building and a couple of steps going up, and it's got outside all the vegetables and the fruits, stacked up and lined up there, and a fridge that's full of soft drinks and whatever. And then you open the door and you go inside. Okay. An artist will look at that scene and think, there's something here that I can create. There's something here for me that I want to express. And I see all the fruits and vegetables stacked up, and the way the light is coming down and it's just hitting, let's say, the lemons. And the sunlight is on the lemons, and everything else is kind of in shadow there. And the colors that you can use to work in the shadows that will emphasize those lemons. And you put together a painting that's going to work because you know how to do it, right? Whereas an absolute beginner will come to the supermarket, that same scene, and maybe not see anything particularly creative or beautiful about it. They'll be like, whatever. But they, oh dear, I don't see anything. I just look stuck. And I was at the best part. Oh my, let me see if I'm back. I was at the best part. I was at the best part. So an artist will come back. An artist will come. No, I already did the artist part, right? And they will create a beautiful painting based on something that they're looking at that's really bland and boring and not anything that's going to spark any real interest in people. But an artist can make it interesting. They know what to do. Like a composer knows how to tweak the instruments and the notes to make it sound more beautiful. So basically, an artist can create visual music. Yeah, by painting lemons, Corby. Absolutely. And so you're a beginner and you come to the same scene and you won't see everything that an artist will see. Not yet. Not yet. But you will see a lemon that you can paint, that you can pick up and hold and say, I'm going to paint a lemon. You're not going to pick up the lemon and say, oh, look at the values in this and look at the notan in this and look at the potential composition. Don't even bother with that. Paint the lemon. Pick up the lemon, put it on the table, sit down and paint the lemon. Just paint the lemon. And from painting the lemon, this is what will happen. You will get frustrated by mixing your colors. You will have a ton of fun by mixing those same colors. You will begin to get a sense of form. You know, what's the front of the lemon? What's the side of the lemon? What's the back of the lemon? What's going on underneath the lemon? You will begin to get an understanding of value, the darks and the lights. You're going to be painting lemons. So go ahead and paint lemons and know that you're not going to be painting anything exciting. But go ahead and do it because this is the fun part where we're standing up, take a few steps, we fall down. We're like, okay, what happened? How come I'm on the ground again? What did I do? Or what didn't I do? Oh, I didn't keep my head on my shoulders and keep myself centered. So let's do it again. And then you get up and you take a few more steps and a few more and then fall down. And it's just this process of playing and coming to it. So Kathleen, if you are listening to this or when you listen to this, I understand you're in the States. So you're probably sleeping like most sane people. Please do not watch a ton of videos. Please do not get stuck in that. Just paint. Or here's another thing if you're like me, because I love to get all the information and then process it and then try and figure out how to utilize it. It's always a frustrating path because what I know up here is not what I can do through my fingertips. And I spent a lot of time in deep frustration because of that. Some of you other artists might know what I mean. So I suggest you have some fun and just paint. Get to know your colors. Get to know how to mix the colors. Become more comfortable with it. I had a course up, Kathleen, I'm thinking about this. It's no longer up. It was in previous days when I was on the Kajabi thing. Let me see if I can find it and see if I can get it to you. It's basically on the very beginnings of mixing color, mixing a primary limited palette. And yeah, I'll try and find something and send it to you. If you want and you're interested in that, get in touch with me on my website or here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And we can put it in there. So yeah, let me think about that. So I'll see if I can help you out. So this is getting to be 20 minutes. Ah, oh boy. Corby, I think you also know about too much information. Of course, you are inspiring me again and again and again. So, again, I'm thanking you for that. Let's just get to it. Let's get painting. Let's be inspired and be creative so that we can all come back to ourselves. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone. I will see you all again tomorrow.